Hi, I'm Tiffany with New Perspective Fitness, and welcome to the Master Movers Micro Workout for Lower Body Strength. This session will focus on power, stability, and coordination, helping you generate force, improve movement efficiency, and build resilience for a dynamic activity. We're going to begin with a heavy dumbbell to challenge our lower body, so grab yours and let's get moving. We're going to begin with our heavy dumbbell. I have a 20-pound dumbbell for reference. A lot of people use 8s or 10s, 12s, or 15s. We're going to hold the dumbbell horizontally, and we have our stance wide. Feet are externally rotated. As you do this move, it's all about bending the knees. So I want you to inhale as you bend and lower, and then exhale to stand. And when you stand, just try to stand normally. We don't want to try to overact our gluteal muscle and bring our body into a posterior pelvic tilt. This is an excellent move for your stomach, and we're also targeting our adductors, our inner thighs, our pelvic floor, and you'll really feel it through the glute muscles, the butt muscles. The wider stance is really great for improving our hip mobility, making it easier to move laterally, and also squat nice and deep. We're strengthening the muscles needed for prolonged standing, walking, or even playing sports. And this is going to reduce fatigue and improve stamina for longer games, hikes, or outdoor activities. One more repetition. Okay, so we're now moving on to our posterior chain, and I want you to do deadlifts with me. For deadlifts, I would recommend lighter on the weights if you're new to this, and then as you know your form, you can really increase weights. I'm going to use 10, which is kind of middle of the ground. You could certainly work your way up to 15 or 20-pound weights over time. When you perform the deadlift, what we want to think about is sending your hips back. This is a hip hinge, and then the knees are reacting to the hips moving back. So we're going to inhale as you paint the thighs, and you're sending your butt back towards the wall behind you, and then you're going to exhale as you stand up. When you're executing this move correctly, your knees do not get in your way. As your dumbbells glide down, the knees and the hips and everything is moving back. This is an excellent move for your butt muscle, your hamstrings, the back of the thighs, and then our abdominals are nice and braced. We're inhaling as we go down, and exhale to stand. This is reinforcing just proper hip hinge technique, and it's reducing strain on our low back because we're putting all of the work into the glutes and the hamstrings. And then the abdominals are braced and the back is supported. It's like an internal corset that we've created with our stomach muscles. Let's do 2 more. We're now moving into split squats. For split squats, we're going to have one leg forward. We'll start with our right leg forward. Now you could do no weights or light weights. I'm going to stick with the 10s. So our right foot is forward and our back heel, we're on the ball of our foot. Now there's different ways that we can do this exercise. I want to target my glutes more, so we're going to lean a little bit forward. Now, if you wanted to target the front of the thighs, you would keep your body more upright. But let's go ahead and work that posterior chain, because most of the time we're working our quads more in our everyday life. And so whenever I can work the glutes in my exercise routine, I'm going to try to focus on that butt muscle. We're inhaling as we go down, and then exhaling to stand. This is a great move to practice balance in a dynamic way because we're keeping our back leg lifted, which really challenges your balance. We're inhaling as we go down and then exhaling as we stand up. This requires unilaterals, meaning single leg strength and stability, and it enhances coordination and control for activities that involve stepping, lunging, or quick directional changes. Let's do 2 more. And now let's take our left leg forward, our back heel is lifted. We inhale as we bend the knees, and then exhale to stand. Holding the dumbbells challenges the core muscles, and it reinforces spinal alignment and balance for better posture and movement efficiency in recreational activities such as kayaking, skiing, or even paddleboarding. We're inhaling as we go down and exhale to stand. We're really feeling this in the inner thighs and the quadriceps, the front of the thighs, and the calf muscles, the lower legs. Let's do 3 more. All right, up next is calf raises. So we can go pretty heavy here. I'm gonna keep the 10-pound dumbbells, but if you would like to use 5s or even heavier than this, 15s, that would be great. Feet are going to be neutral, and I would like you to lift up onto the balls of the feet and then lower down with control. So with this move, we're strengthening the gastrocnemius and the soleus, and this improves power and endurance for walking, running, cycling, hiking, pretty much any activity that requires a strong push-off and ankle stability. When we perform calf raises, we're reinforcing the Achilles tendon and also surrounding structures, helping to reduce impact stress on the knees and the hips during high-impact activities like jumping, brisk walking, or trail running. Let's do 3 more. Nice. For our final exercise, we're going to do a squat with an overhead press. So your shoulders are going to be your limiting factor here. I'm going to use a 10-pound dumbbell, but you might want to use a 5-pound dumbbell or an 8 because I really want you to have good form. This is an advanced move because we're working rotation, which is hitting that transverse plane. So we're gonna have a fairly wide stance here. If your feet naturally want to externally rotate, that's totally acceptable. We're holding the dumbbell in our right arm, and our left arm will counterbalance the move when we squat. So follow me. We're going to inhale as we squat down, and then as you stand, I want you to rotate, pivot through the hips, and overhead press with your right arm. And then we'll return to this start position. Inhale to come down and exhale as you press up. And we're gonna go for 10 repetitions here. So we're targeting the quads and the glutes, the hamstrings, the shoulders, and the core. So we're hitting a lot of different muscle groups with this one move. And this is improving strength for lifting, pushing, and rotational movements. This can really help your golf game, tennis, pickleball, give you more power with those recreational sports. Let's do 1 more. Inhale as we go down, and then exhale. Press with power. So switching sides, we have the dumbbell in our left hand. Our right arm is out to counterbalance the move. Inhale as you squat down with me, and then exhale, press overhead with your left arm and rotate that body. As we rotate, we're really enhancing the obliques, the transversus abdominis, and the lower back. All of these core muscles are working together for better balance, coordination. And you will feel this in your glutes tomorrow because your glute medius really helps stabilize your hips. So you'll be feeling that delayed onset muscle soreness in a good way. Let's do one more. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this micro workout. I'm Tiffany with New Perspective Fitness, and I'll catch you next time.